What's up, guys? I'm Terry. This is Joshua. We're at New York Comic Con outside the Walking Dead panel, where even though The Walking Dead Season 8 is premiering on October 28th, that wasn't actually the biggest news to come out of the panel. Break it down for us, Joshua.
They announced that The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead are going to cross over. Robert Kirkman was very coy about it. He said a character from one show will appear in the other show. We wouldn't say how exactly that's going to happen. And he was like, well, maybe we'll get a future version of a Fear the Walking Dead character in The Walking Dead, or maybe we'll get an interesting backstory for a Walking Dead character in a Fear Walking Dead episode. So I have no idea what's happening. And then he was like, or maybe it's neither of those things. So it's a big mystery to what's going to happen. But it was a great tease for a crossover that a lot of people have been asking for.
Do you have any gut instinct? Do you think that it'll be someone from Fear appearing on The Walking Dead, or vice versa?
Well, I just want to see a younger Negan, and he's like a really nice guy.
And then just like in Mexico for some reason.
Yeah. And then like something horrible happens to him, and then he becomes the horrible murdering psychopath we know.
Obviously, The Walking Dead is coming back with, not only is it the Season 8 premiere, but it'll be episode 100, and you actually got to see a sneak peek of it. Tell us a little bit about what you did see.
I did. So it's this really quiet scene with Carl, like sort of scavenging for supplies, and he's at an abandoned gas station, and then he hears someone talking, and this guy's talking, he's telling this weird story about like his mother or something.
Does it sound like it's like actually a real person, or is it something in Carl's head?
I think it is a real person, because then Carl's like looking to see where this is coming from. He's like sneaking around the cars, and he gets down and he sort of sees something move, like somewhere like a foot or something. So he goes to creep around the corner, and then it ends. So it's like, who is this character? Why is he telling this creepy story? What's going on? I don't know. But it was a nice like tease. And they said that the way it was filmed, it was a throwback to some older scenes that like sharp-eyed fans who are way more sharp-eyed than me, will be able to point out and see like, oh, that shot and the way they did that was sort of a throwback to earlier Walking Dead material.
Yeah, by the point this video goes up, someone on Twitter will have figured out what that is a throwback to. But it is interesting. We have heard that the 100th episode of The Walking Dead will feature those sorts of Easter eggs that reward diehard fans, which we've been watching from the beginning. So I definitely look forward to seeing how that plays out. The interesting thing about the way New York Comic Con and The Walking Dead align is that The Walking Dead is always premiering when New York Comic Con is happening. So Joshua, you said like the fans were nuts in Madison Square Garden.
It was insane. I've been to a fair amount of Comic Con panels, New York Comic Con, San Diego, whatever. I don't think I've ever heard fans scream so loud.
Who got the biggest screams?
Okay, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who plays Negan, he got a huge reaction, but nothing could have prepared me for how loud people were for Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl. It was insane.
He is a king of Comic-Con at this point. Well, thank you so much for your panel report, Joshua.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead comes back October 22nd. We're going to have so much coverage on IGN, but we have a lot more New York Comic-Con coverage coming as well. So make sure to like and subscribe to IGN everywhere you like to watch.
The future is ours. The world is ours. Over your ears.